Whew, this time of the year came around a lot quicker than I thought it would. Hey guys, it's Isla and Sla to the left. Now, as you may have noticed from like pretty much every social media ever, it's currently exam season in the UK. Both at uni, at school, everywhere. If you don't know already, I'm currently a first year university student studying at Durham University, and last year I did my A-levels in maths, drama and psychology. My most viewed video, for some very strange reason, is my opening my A-level results 2017. Wonder why I made that. Not because it was like trending or anything and I wanted to get on board. Never mind. But I've had a few people ask me to do one-on-one videos about my individual subjects and how I revised for them. So because I'm nice, I thought I'd do that. And also, I don't have any other ideas, so whatever. So today's video is going to be all the tips and tricks I have for doing maths A-level, and next week I'll be posting a video about drama A-level in case you're interested in that too. If you have not seen my A-level results video, I would check it out. Why not? You find out more about my grades and whatnot, because I won't be going through them very much in detail here. So the first thing I want to get out of the way really quickly is A-levels can be a really stressful time, and I just want to say that it gets better. And that may sound ridiculously cliche and annoying, and you've probably heard so many people say this, but I just want to stress it, like, it's very true. I found that I really struggled with A-levels, especially during months of like February to May. Like, I was just freaking out a lot because I was not sure that I was going to get the grades that I needed. You just need to know that if you put all the hardest work you could possibly manage, you will get a good outcome. Even if that doesn't necessarily mean you get the grades you wanted and you end up not getting into the uni you wanted to, that does not mean that your life is over. I know so many people who did not get the grades they wanted and ended up going to another uni and still love it to pieces. It's almost like that was better than the original option. Just don't stress, okay? Work as hard as you possibly could, but if you don't get what you wanted, don't be disheartened. There is only the way up. You can only go up. What? This is, I can't speak. Anyway, moving on to actual revision tips. Not gonna lie, maths is the one subject that I always found quite easy. I don't know why, I just think I have quite a mathsy brain. Like, it was never a subject that I struggled with, hence why I did it at A-level. My 6 modules that I took were all 4 core modules, which I got high A's in, and then my chosen modules were S1, which I got a low A in, and S2, which I got a C in, but I'm gonna get to that. So overall I got an A star, so I think I'm qualified to talk about this. I don't know. I don't want to sound too cocky because I hate those people that are like, bitch, I got all A stars, I know what I'm talking about, I'm basically a teacher. The first thing that I have to say is just practice, honestly. Just keep loading out those past papers like dollar bills. If you're struggling with a particular topic, first of all, go through it in detail and then just keep doing questions. Make sure they get harder with time, so if you can do the easy ones, you're like, okay, I can do this, move up a step. If you can still do that, then you move up a step. But if you get to a point where you can't do it anymore, you stop, you go back and you look at it and redo it and then keep going up. Maths is literally just about practice and understanding. Once you understand the formula and how it works, you should be able to do like any question that they throw at you. Now for me, it might have been different from the new courses because I've heard that they're like muddling all of the different modules into like one exam, and I just cringe at that. That just sounds absolutely horrendous. For me, I like to keep things organized, structured, like in sections. So like, here's my algebra and here's my like stats. You just got to keep them separate. When you get to the stage where you're doing whole past papers, make sure you're doing it in the set amount of time, because running out of time is a big issue when it comes to exams. So make sure you're timing yourself. Make sure if you don't finish the whole thing, you work out how long it took you to do each bit, and then kind of, you know, you have to gonna shimmy it down so you'll be able to do the whole paper. I think with maths it is very important that you do try every question, because you can lose a lot of marks from not doing the end questions, as they're usually the ones that have the most marks in them. So I would almost say try and do the harder ones first, but maybe not, because then you risk losing the easy marks. For me, what I found is I open the paper, try and do the easy ones as quickly as possible. I'll start in chronological order, but if I get to something that instantly I'm like, ooh, I'll skip it out immediately and then try and do all the ones that I can simply think, oh yes, I know what to do. And then you can come back to the ones that you're struggling with. And then also you'll have to check the easy ones, because you can make so many mistakes just from like rushing through them thinking, oh, I know what I'm doing here. Make sure you check every question in the exam, because honestly, you'll probably gain like 5 marks just from doing one mistake at the beginning of a question. Just, it's not ideal. Now, one thing you may be thinking, oh, she got a C in statistics. She's crap at statistics. No. Firstly, I don't know someone who got over a C. That exam was terrible. It was just an awful exam. I would like to say it had nothing to do with what we learnt in the module, but I don't know, the guy that wrote the paper probably thinks otherwise, but I stand by that statement. If you're struggling on a particular topic, things to do. Firstly, talk to a teacher. It may sound obvious, but going through each question like individually with a teacher can be very beneficial. But then I also understand some people don't get on with their teacher can be terrible at explaining things. I've had experiences with that too. If that's the case, go online. There are millions of video tutorials out there going through every question on past papers. It's amazing. You can see like the little electronic hand like writing out the answers. Very beneficial, would highly recommend, do it. If you're given a calculator in an exam, use it for all calculations. Trust me on this, even if you think you can do it in your head, just double check and do it in the calculator. Because if for some bizarre reason you get it wrong, that's, you know, oof. If you have a calculator, you might as well use it, so use it. Secondly, again, I don't know about different courses, but for us, I did Edexcel. We got given these little like books with like questions in them. In the year, your teacher will probably ask you to like do these questions in class. It's good practice. You can always do questions like that. But when you're revising, do not think these are exam level. They are nowhere near as hard as exam level. You need to go online, look up past papers, because they will not help you. They are about 5 times as easy, no joke. So if you can do them, that's good, but you also need to step up. That does not mean you're gonna do well in your exam. Whew, that was a bit aggressive, I apologise. I've just got so much pent-up aggression from doing those questions and then doing an exam and not doing well, and I'm like, excuse me, why would you tell me to do these questions if no thank you. Anyway, I think that's all I have for today. Yay! If anyone else has done A-level maths and has any extra tips and tricks, put them down below and people can have a look, and that'll be all nice, and we're a big community of loads. If you haven't already and you like what you've seen of my face, please subscribe, and also I think I'm supposed to tell you to like turn on the notification bell as well, so do that as well if you want, you know, your phone like coming up being like, Isla, she's a weirdo but she's posted another video, do you want to see her be strange? I think you do. I need help. If you are doing your A-levels, turn off this video, start your revision, because this was probably a waste of time, but I'm glad you spent your time procrastinating with me. See you next week for some drama A-level advice, and goodbye.